Thanks, guys. Welcome into week six of our pregame show. It's your favorites always, Zach Mackey and myself. Fresh off the bye week. Pretty good having it after 6 weeks, too. You know, Iowa State had theirs after 3. This gave the guys some more time, and then they got to rest and recover some of those injuries that they may not have had in that third week.
Yeah, those are nice. Kind of that little break here right in the middle. What'd you do? Bye week, come on.
Rest, relaxed, went home with my family, just like a lot of the guys did. What'd you do?
Not bad. I the same. Back with the family and everything. Nice just to kind of calm down, and we're back for the second half of the season now.
Do you miss me?
So much.
A little bit, I figured. Well, the offense for Iowa has just been – they haven't reached where they should be right now. Halfway through, and they've had the Iowa State game, but then they have a game like Michigan State. What are they going to have to do to just make sure they at least win out or end up 8-4 like a lot of people have them?
I think find that consistency, like you said, it's been peaks and valleys so far. The Iowa State game able to put up a lot of offense like they needed to. And last season they didn't put up enough offense against a Northwestern team that was able to score 38 points last time. And that was here in Kenneck. This time you're going to their house there in Ryan Field. So a situation where you're trying not to give the ball over free, keep those turnovers on your side, and try to get that consistency along the way.
Well, here's what the guys had to say about their bye week.
You know, we had a lot of time last week to go over and watch film, you know, things that we need to improve on. And, you know, obviously we saw a lot of things that I need to improve on, but not just myself, but, you know, as a team, as a whole, that there's a lot of stuff that we can still get better at. We want to improve the yards per carry. You know, it's a little lower than we would like it to be. And, you know, just being able to start from the beginning, you know, that's something that we've always talked about throughout the whole year, and something that we need to improve on.
I think we're a team that's trying to improve each week. You know, we've had some setbacks and things like that, but I think we're a team that's still continuing to try and improve every time we go out there.
Josie Jewell, named to multiple season All-American teams, also now a quarterfinalist for the Lott Trophy Award, leads the Big Ten with 70 tackles and ranks 7th in the country. And we're only halfway through.
Yeah, I think this guy's for sure in. If he keeps having the season like he's had, that's going to be an All-American and most likely even a consensus All-American. Josie Jewell is the best linebacker of the Big Ten. He does so much with making tackles, but also making plays on the backside where people don't even see. Josie Jewell is as good as it gets, and they're going to need him this week. They've struggled in the past against Northwestern's offense, so this is a time now to kind of get in there and try to hone in there at Ryan Field.
Yeah, a lot of the guys on Wednesday talked about how he is just such a leader to them, and they look up to him, and they're just in awe. He gets the ball so quickly. So here's what some of the teammates had to say about Josie's incredible season that he's been having.
Yeah, I mean, his playing speed is kind of ridiculous, honestly. He just has natural instincts and kind of can feel out plays and, you know, sniff stuff out. So he definitely is one of the first guys to the ball.
I would just say his desire to get to the ball. That's you know, one thing that just kind of sets him apart. He runs like his hair's on fire just trying to get to the ball. That's the only way to describe it. There's a lot of times out of season as a defensive line, we'd, you know, went through and watched every single game from the year before, and there'd be a lot of times where we would, you know, rewind the film and just be like, hey, just watch Josie on this play. And we just talk about, like, you know, it's unbelievable, whatever. But yeah, some of the stuff he does is amazing. He's a tremendous football player, and you know, in terms of when he's pursuing to the ball, I don't know if there's many people better.
Moving on to Northwestern's offense. I've firsthand seen running back Justin Jackson play. He actually ruined my high school's season my junior year.
The old Ramblers.
Yeah, and we go to state every year, so that was very upsetting for me. But he just broke the record at Northwestern in rushing last weekend. He's one of the top running backs besides Barkley that Iowa will probably face this season. What is our defense going to have to do to stop the run game?
Well, the defense is going to have to plug it up front. Josie Jewell's going to have his normal Josie Jewell game. As you said, Jackson, just shy of 5,000 yards. He's a guy that's going to run inside the tackle, so he's going to keep it inside for the most part. If you get him in space, he's a dangerous guy. You've already faced a running back who I don't think there's anybody better you're going to see in Saquon Barkley. So you got to have that same type of mindset now going against a real good back for Northwestern.
And then they also have their quarterback. He's played for the last 3 years, Clayton Thorson. And so kind of a different offense than Iowa has. You know, they're a little bit more experienced on that side. So pass game too. Their
Yeah.
defense is going to have to step up.
Yeah, well, he's lost that turnover battle throughout the season. Coach Fitzgerald has said it. They're behind when you look at it, -1 per game when turnovers come into play, and a lot of interceptions. He's thrown it out, not the smartest of plays at times, and that's something Coach Fitzgerald's hoping that's going to get now here in the second part of the season, that he can start making a little bit more smarter throws.
You know, their backup quarterback actually had offers from Notre Dame, all of them, and chose Northwestern, and I thought we'd see him in that starting spot even last year. His name's Matt Alvidi, so maybe we'll see him in the game if Clayton doesn't perform as well, but we'll see. But here's what the Iowa defense has to say on the Wildcats offense and on Justin Jackson.
Yeah, you know, their running back is a great player. You know, one of the better ones we'll see this year for sure. I think he broke like their all-time rushing record at Northwestern last week. You know, their quarterback, he's a veteran guy. He's been playing for 3 or 4 years. You know, and they have a lot of returners back, so they're a talented group.
Yeah, I mean, he's good. He's powerful, and he can move side to side very well too. So I mean, he's another really good Big Ten running back that we're gonna have to be focused in on.
I think they're tough. Like the receivers are tough. I mean, they're gonna come out, they're gonna execute. They might not have like the biggest plays, but they're gonna run the right routes. They're gonna run crisp routes. They're gonna hit the right holes when they see it. They're just an overall good team.
All right, I think everyone's favorite part of our show, Zach, predictions.
I know your favorite.
Yeah, because we're tied now, so I have no
We
problem
are.
doing this. I'm going to take Iowa. I think it's going to be a good game. I don't think it'll be easy by any means. Our defense, again, it's going to be a battle for our defense. We have to step up, but I think it's going to be a win for Iowa, at least I hope so.
I'm pulling with the Hawkeyes as
Yeah.
well. I got them over the Wildcats this week, and mainly because I think Iowa is just the better team. Looking at it on paper right now throughout their season, Northwestern got hit pretty good by Penn State. Iowa was able to play Penn State pretty close. So this is kind of one of those games too. Now you're in this heart of the Big Ten. This is where you send statements. If you're able to get that big win, able to get a whole bunch of things rolling, you're going to Ryan Field. Some call it Kenneck East out there. There's going to be a lot of Hawkeye fans, and it should be a fun game on ESPN too.
Yeah, right by my hometown. Well, I'm from Chicago, but I'm very excited to go there. A lot of Hawkeye fans. It's going to be a good crowd. But that's all we have for you guys. Kickoff tomorrow is at 11 a.m. at Ryan Field in Evanston on ESPN2.
Come back every Friday with Mary Kate as well as myself breaking down each of Iowa's matchups.